Let me paint the picture. 6 of us, one dream, a road trip to Konaseema that we couldn't stop talking about for weeks. The excitement? Palpable. The night before? Zero sleep. Who sleeps when paradise is calling? Alright, let's rewind a bit. Here is the backstory. It all started with one simple question. Naresh, who we fondly call Dr. Naresh, sort of a philosopher among us, asked one day, "We have traveled across countries and states, but have we truly seen enough of our own state?" And just like that, the whole trip was planned. Let me introduce you to the characters of the trip. Venkat, the leader, the captain of this ship. I fondly call him Chief. Dr. Naresh, the man who had put us to shame, asking a simple question. We have traveled across countries and other states, but have we seen enough of our own state? That led to this trip. Then there's Danny, the definition of effortless swag. He's the guy who could strike a pose mid-ride and still look like he's in a music video. Vamsi, on the other hand, is a whole different vibe. If patience and humility ever took human form, it would be him. The kind of guy who quietly would be there for you no matter what. And then there's Krishna. By day, he's conserving energy like a monk preparing for a marathon. By night though, good luck surviving his unrelenting energy. He will talk, joke and laugh until you either pass out or wave a white flag. And finally, there is me, Casey, just a mere witness to this madness, holding on to my bike handles for dear life and soaking in every ounce of the chaos that's about to unfold. The morning of the trip was nothing short of cinematic. A gathering of bikes, gear and goodbyes. We had over 10 people show up just to see us off, like we were some cross-country rally team of a bunch of friends headed to Konaseema. A mini flash mob of hugs, high fives and loads of good advice. Here we are all ready at 7 o'clock in the morning, ready to take on Grand Konaseema ride. We had a few stops planned, a quick coffee break before we stopped for an elaborate breakfast. We rode out of Hyderabad, 6 bikes in sync, weaving through the city with all the excitement of kids ditching school. First, we all needed coffee. But where were we headed anyway? The destination of the day was Machilipatnam. This coastal town had just enough charm to ease us into the trip. Thankfully, the weather was amazing. But the real magic lay ahead, the lush, dreamlike roads that led us into Konaseema. If you don't know, let me tell you about Konaseema. It's not just a destination, it's a promise kept by nature. The first day into Konaseema, we felt it was worth the sleepless night, the chaos and the questionable packing. Oh, 100 times yes. It's not just a place, it's a feeling. And trust us, this is one trip you'll want to take before everyone else catches on. How do I explain? Konaseema, think Kerala, but with its own unapologetic swag. It's the kind of place that makes you question if postcards are even trying hard enough. The ride? Absolutely poetic. We're talking green that could put emeralds to shame, rivers that sparkle, and every turn is a selfie waiting to happen. But this wasn't just a stop-and-click trip. Oh no, not at all. And let's talk about the people. Warmer than the dosas we savored. The food? Oh, don't even get me started. And the roads? Perfect for our bikes to hum along in harmony. Oh, day 1 into the trip, I bowed down to Dr. Naresh. What a trip. What an idea. Coconut trees 1, us 0. Konaseema feels like a promise kept by nature. Picture this, endless green fields dotted with coconut trees, their shadows dancing on the winding roads that feel like they were drawn by an artist in love. The Godavari River glides through the land like an unhurried storyteller, whispering secrets to anyone willing to listen. We couldn't help but stop every few kilometers, not just for photos, but just to breathe it all in. The air here doesn't just fill your lungs, it fills your soul. We felt like explorers all of a sudden. There wasn't even a moment when we all looked at each other and thought to ourselves, this is like discovering a treasure in our own backyard. And then, as if the roads weren't enchanting enough, our crew decided to level things up. Vamsi, true to form, made sure everybody joined. Everybody is in sync. He was tailing us, while Venkat, the captain, is right ahead, leading us into Konaseema. Meanwhile, Krishna saved his energy for a dance-off later that night, and trust me, the man doesn't lose. As the sun dipped lower, painting the sky in every shade of orange, although a few questionable roads here and there, we found ourselves by the river, we found ourselves by the little water bodies. Konaseema wasn't just a place, it set the mood for the days to come. A memory, a story that was going to be etched in our minds forever. And as we sat there, sipping tender coconut water and stopping every few kilometers, cracking jokes about everything, everyone under the sun, it hit us. Naresh was right. We have seen the world, but nothing quite compares to discovering the beauty that's been waiting for us right here all along. So here we are, 6 people who are about to become 6 amazing friends, a squad of bikes, and one unforgettable journey. Konaseema isn't just a check on a map, it's a reminder to slow down, to explore, and to dance on the road when the moment calls for it. And as for what's next, well, the road's still singing and we're ready to answer its call. See you in Machilipatnam. Stay tuned. This is KC and you're watching TV.